You know, nobody said life was gonna be easy, but they ain't have to make it this hard. See, we were brought into the world with a struggle on our shoulders, but I guess you gotta see it from my point of view. Left mama's house, couldn't put up with a mess. Brought up in what we considered the trap house of grandma. Opened the arms that took me from disaster, but that's not what I was after. So much going inside of me. I was stubborn just like my daddy. Wasn't gonna tell nobody how I was really hurting. The pain cut so deep it was more than just a burden. My dreams turning to nightmares. And nightmares, and today was living this every day. So much calamity, I was crashing. My life a disaster. To the fast lane.
Metamorphosis 2009, a one-day event for teenagers, was held December 12th at Lake Taylor High School. The event was hosted by Teens with a Purpose and was a day filled with lectures, music, drama, testimonies, and multimedia. The purpose of the event was made clear by organizer Deidre Love.
As you know, we're going to cover a real touchy subject that a lot of people don't like to take on, but we like challenges, so we're taking it on today: dating, abuse, and violence.
Special guest speaker Al Roker has firsthand experience with teen dating violence.
I have a 22-year-old daughter who has been the victim of dating violence. So I know this from a first-hand experience, and as a parent, as a father, it is the emotion and the rage and the anger that comes from that is only second to the degradation and the lack of self-worth that can come out of this.
We sat down with Mr. Roker and asked him why he is involved with Teens with a Purpose.
And I think it's important to try to intervene early on with kids. And Teens with a Purpose, I think it does a terrific job of that, using teenagers to mentor other teenagers with some adult supervision. But you know that kids speak to kids probably much more effectively than adults do. So I think it's a great program to support.
During the day, breakout sessions were held for teens and parents. The need for the teenage attendees to be able to speak freely about their experiences was paramount. We were not allowed to videotape any teen sessions, but were allowed to visit a session with parents while they spoke about listening to your children. Other presenters at the event spoke about the direct effects on them.
I would have died or I would have gone to jail had I made it to the party that night. I took too long to show up someplace, and taking too long actually saved my life.
He abused me emotional because I felt like I wasn't good enough for him, like my skin tone wasn't good enough. He always criticized me of how my body looked, or why am I wearing this, or why am I wearing that I always represented him no matter what. Mentally, because, oh gosh, I'm sorry. Mentally, because I felt like, once again, I wasn't good enough for him.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. You are in for a real treat. LaDonna Gardner, Bureau Manager for ARPOS. How you doing?
Good.
And Deidre Love, Executive Director of Teens with a Purpose, right?
Yes.
So I got that down pat now. Okay, you guys have been on the show before.
Yes, we have.
I've never had guests come back on and bring people with them to stand guard.
Well,
is that why they're here, Deidre?
Actually, they're our youth poetry team.
That's why it says Hampton Roads Youth Poets. Hey, guys and gal. Hey. How you doing? What's that all about?
Well, Teens with a Purpose is a youth empowerment organization, and a division of that is the youth poetry team. But basically, they do what we call edutainment. They educate and entertain.
Okay.
And so we brought the slam team because their words speak louder than mine. And it's a youth empowerment organization that's peer-led. So I don't often get to be out front. They run things.
As I recall, the last time I had you on the show, you weren't allowed to really talk a whole lot because the people that were telling you what to do were telling you what to do.
Yeah.
So LaDonna tells you what to do too? With the link up with ARPOS?
Well, we're business partners. The Youth Advisory Board tells me what to do. And LaDonna, she was gracious enough to welcome us into the Norfolk Parks and Recreation and Open Space family. So we had a series of events that started April 29th, and we just ended them June 10th, where we went from community center to community center with what we called our Choose Respect tour. And LaDonna helped us make it all happen.
What did you get out of that, LaDonna?
Oh, so much. It was just wonderful to watch these young men and women lead other young men and women who wanted to improve their lives and to make an impact on each other. And it's very difficult to describe how much that I took away from it because it was just really amazing to watch the interaction among the kids and with the kids leading. But I think what was real interesting also for me was we had invited their parents to this event. And at the end, after we did the edutainment portion, we did break-offs, and the teens went with their own group, with the Hampton Youth Poets and the Teens with a Purpose teens, and the adults went into another area to talk. And it was just amazing to me to also see how much those parents wanted that opportunity to interact and ask questions and find out ways that they could be stronger in their parenting skills.
Well, Deidre, I'm going to ask you to introduce them, because while you're introducing them, I'm going to tell the viewer, hit that record button on the DVR, because you're going to want to keep this one.
Okay.
Why don't you introduce them?
I'll start right here. This is Emeka. He's known as Soul. This is Richard Andre, and he is known as Testimony. And that's Sylvantra. She is One Word. And Rashay, Thai Artist.
Let's give it a go here.
You don't understand, I was made to be. You don't understand, I was made to be. You don't understand, I was made to be different. You don't understand, I'm different
from those who go through the motions in life like waves and call it living. My wisdom stretches longer than the skinnies I rock. Heart stop when I speak, but can the same be said for you? I write in the cracked streets of downtown Norfolk.
Check, check, 1, 2.
My rhythm. I want to give the ghetto my heartbeat so I can watch the city pop lock. When people receive VA, I want to give them music notes to walk on, cause this is passion, poets protect the progress to save one life at a time project. And at this point, you can't do nothing but listen.
You don't understand. I'm different. I fell in love with poetry at age 7, creating 5-line stanzas out of building blocks, giving a new definition to the phrase before my time. And I hate being judged by my exterior when my interior contains traces of Common, Maya Angelou with the hints of Queen Goddess. Problem is my veins contain traces of rhythmic beats formed by Mother Africa's drums, and sometimes I stutter whenever I hiccup. A lyrical masterpiece.
You don't understand. I'm different. I'm more than an African born to Nigerian immigrants. I'm a poet. So I push past this pain and ignorance by creating metaphors and similes that will arouse your mind and stimulate your soul. Ever since I've been birthed from the womb, I've been blessed with the ability to rhyme. I'm trying to define what you call a dream. See, to me, it's more than night clothes and pajamas. It's finding out who I want to be. Looking back at the man looking at me, this man with bloodshot eyes. This man is a descendant of kings and the queens. This man is not born in slavery.
You don't understand. I'm different.
I can't help that my poems diffuse the smile and blow sunshine in my listeners' faces. Because my mind doesn't work that way.
Don't judge me.
Because my heartbeat is in sync with my flow, and I know I am only human. Human enough to praise God with lyrics in his likeness.
So I can speak righteous.
My device to open these eyes is to remove the disguises of the industries of Mazes, because my rhymes need a little bit more time. Time to hit open mics and make this ignorance blind with this one-of-a-kind mentality. Time to crucify you with my pen and resurrect you with my paper, so then you can feel what it feels to be Christ-like.
You don't understand. I'm different.
You're worth it. You're amazing. You're the shooting star that blazes the night sky. you're wonderful. Hope you truly know that I love you and you are so worth it all.